Happy 2026, Aries. Here are your Tarotscopes for January 2026. Okay. You guys are busy little bees. You have the Two of Pentacles kicking it off. You guys are just buzzing from place to place. What you really need is like an infinity of time and resources at your disposal because you have so much going on. Don't forget, you do have an infinity of time and resources. Oh, I'm so sorry. At your disposal. And this does speak about being able to balance both of it. Just remember, the more organized you are, the more able that you are to see things as a continuum, and that like you may get a couple minutes behind in traffic, but it'll all work out, and not like to the delusional point where, you know, you're disrespecting people's time, because Aries, that could never be you. But this is about like embracing the idea that like this is an infinity symbol for a reason. You can allow your time and pardon me, there's so much blue in all of these readings that my throat is like raw from the throat chakras that need worked on. Can you please all do this? And then I can get through these goddamn Tarotscopes. Thank you. Okay. Infinity of time and resources at your disposal. You may not feel like you have enough energy to go around. And maybe it's not as much time for you, it's energy. You're feeling really burnt out. Allow yourself to balance, to spend time retreating when you can, and like really recharging those batteries, because you can do this, baby. It's only the Two of Pentacles. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. Okay, let's see what else for you guys we have for January 2026. Ooh. Reversed. Okay, you guys are rebuilding your finances. You've had to take some time out and really prioritize the resources that you have and making them work for you. So this definitely speaks to a rebuilding of your finances, a step back toward prosperity. And interesting that you, even if it's not like finances specific, it could also be energy, like we were speaking about with the Two of Pentacles. So you may have felt really depleted, but this is a time when you are being able to replenish that resource of energy. Okay, what else do we have for our beautiful Aries Ramekins? Okay. Is this one for Aries and this one's for Aries? Does this one want to go first? This one, okay. Upright. Oh my gosh, this is the third time this has come up. The Hierophant, you guys are definitely rebelling against the way things have been going for you. And whether, let's see what this clarity, this looks like, you're looking at your life, you are at the top, you know, you're definitely stepping into that visionary role, and you're seeing the way that things are going right now. They're not going to work for you if they are in the institutional or traditional way. Like, if you follow this formula and, you know, you put in X amount of time, you will have this amount of success. For you guys, this month specifically, you're not being asked to follow any formulas. You're really asked to be the visionary, to be the leader in your life, to embrace that entrepreneurship and look at things from your unique perspective, and maybe see the gaps and the things that aren't working for you in the traditional sense, because you're meant to go more your own unique way and your own unique direction with your, you know, with all of these resources. I'm thinking your business, your career, the things that your resources are going to be able to give back to you. Okay, what else do we have for Aries for... Okay, you guys either have they been working? No, you're really going to be focused on mastering your emotions and mastering the things that have tripped you up in the past. When you're looking at things with this fresh perspective, I think you're looking at it with a different part of your brain than you have been. You know, you're a different person than you have been. You've gone through different things. Especially in the last year, it feels like you are no longer the person that you, and again, not that you've changed entirely, but like there's a new version of you, and this new version of you really wants to take control over emotions that may or may not have derailed you or not served you necessarily in the past. And this is like emotional elation, really working on being comfortable observing your emotions but not living in them. Okay, 2 kings in a row, and it's funny because the last reading those 2 kings in a row came out, but they meant something a little different. Okay, what else do we have? Ooh, jeez, Aries. Any of these? No. Okay, I want more clarity, please. Okay, I want more clarity. You want more clarity. This is about being very mentally focused, being very driven and clear on what you're going after, what you're pursuing, and being able to achieve that. You have 3 fucking kings in a row. Like, this is not just entry level. It's funny because the only king you don't have right now is the King of Pentacles, which is the entrepreneur. And we mentioned that you were kind of at the beginning of that kind of journey in a way, because you're doing things differently, you're looking at things differently, and all of this just speaks to the fact that, like, when you utilize that clarity, when you have that like North Star for you, it goes so fucking far, because you guys have so much fire, so much spark within you that it's not hard to get the momentum and the motivation to get to these points. And just this fresh outlook, this new perspective is going to change everything, because it's mastery. It's mastery over your mind. It's mastery over, you know, the way that things have been going, and it's mastery over your emotions. Oh, Jesus. The Devil. Speaking of which, this is using all of this mastery to overcome, you know, whether it's like mental addictions, or, you know, whether you've been drinking too much, smoking too much, whatever, escaping too much, mentally escaping, or trying to like physically leave your brain and get the hell out. The Devil is like releasing you from the bad influence that you've been having, or don't want to say that. Skirt, rewind. It's releasing you from the patterns that are keeping you trapped in this ability to not like live up to your fullest, your highest, fullest potential. And this Devil, like, it definitely speaks to the mastery that you're seeking, and you're aware now more than ever of the things that you are using to escape. And whether it's this year period, but especially this month, there's a major focus on taking like mental stock over all of that and focusing on the mastery that's needed to overcome it. Okay, this one as well. Yeah, perspective. You guys, bird's eye view. You're looking at your life from like you've zoomed out. You're not as close to the goal or the thing that you're working towards, and you've had the space and the time to like kind of zoom out and look at things and go, okay, well, these are different opportunities that are available to me, but unless I'm ready to receive them, unless I'm ready to overcome the patterns that have been like, whether it's self-sabotage, addiction, mental escape, like those things, it's giving you the framework to be able to look at the things that you want and see the steps you need to take to get you to that beautiful sunset, that beautiful goal that's at the end for you. And it's a really empowering month. It's a really freeing month, because you are releasing yourself from the patterns that have been holding you in the space that you've been, because there is this yearning for a different pace, a different not necessarily lifestyle, but like a different way of receiving the things, or the prosperity that you've been receiving. Okay. Ooh. I've been pulling what crystal wants to work with you. And for this month, it is rose quartz, Aries. Love, nurture, and romance. Calling in unconditional love. Rose quartz invokes a gentle yet powerful feminine energy that nurtures and protects your heart. It can be used to attract new romance and to build closer bonds in your relationships. Rose quartz opens the heart chakra and heals heartache, grief, and any unexpressed emotions. It asks you that, that you show yourself compassion, forgiveness, and acceptance. Rose quartz also inspires beauty in all forms. Open your heart to the beauty within you. Happy 2026. I will see you little pickle angels next month.